Okay, if you've ever thought about, man, I would like to turn this or that or this skateboard into an electric skateboard. Maybe you're just not happy with the models that you've seen out there, but you really want to ride an electric skateboard. Well, out of San Diego, California, there's a company called Revel. They make this kit that's a bolt-on. You don't have to modify or anything like that. Just put it on like you're putting on trucks. This is an electric skateboard kit. They also make a really nice set of airless rubber wheels called the Snugs. So today, since I've hurt my back last Friday, I fell going down my own stairs in my home right on my back. So I'm kind of immobile right now. So what we'll do is I want to show you everything that is in this kit, everything about it, and then later on I'll build it and ride it and give you my impressions in another video. So let's see what's going on with the Revel Kit. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony. Today we're going to be showing you two things from Revel Board. They're Revel Snugs wheels, 105mm electric skateboard airless rubber wheels, which the kit actually comes with urethane wheels, which are fine for most people, but personally I prefer something like the airless rubber wheels or maybe cloud wheels or something like that. But this can be used with cloud wheels, and I love the concept of this because you can just put this on any board that you want to. You can put it on a long board, a short board. They say that it's best to have more than 15 inches of wheelbase because the battery is removable, which is also another thing that's really great about this. Is you could buy an extra battery for this and just carry it in your backpack if you wanted to, just to extend your range, which actually rubber wheels like this will decrease some of your range, but hey, for me the trade-off is fine. So like I said, I jacked up my back on the stairs. These stairs right here, actually, I was just coming down the stairs. I was wearing socks. It wasn't even light out yet. I'd like to take an early morning walk, and right before I got down to the bottom of it, my foot slipped and the entire weight of my body landed on my lower left back. Luckily, not breaking a hip, a rib, or my spine for that matter, so it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to show you what's all inside of the box. I'm going to show you what I'm going to put it on. I've got this all planned out. And I think what I'm going to do is when I go to actually assemble this, I'm going to take this over to 17th Street where I actually bought the deck that I'm going to use. Brian over there said just put it together here just in case you need extra risers and things like that. So that may be what I do. Either way, I'll do an assembly video for it, and I'll probably do a ride video as part of that. So let me start off by showing you the deck that I'm going to be using. This is a reissue, 2022 reissue Rob Roscoff deck. Here's what inspired me to do it with this deck. I actually have this one from, I guess, late 80s, early 90s. And this was my ride back then, man. So yeah, and this board is what inspired me to build it on this board right here. And this is man, this is a nice deck. I love the shape of this deck. These old school decks, they just had great concave to them. Look at that, man, that's really cool. Plus the graphics on them were fantastic. Now, of course, the trucks are gonna go back here and the battery and stuff's probably gonna cover up part of his mouth. But anybody that knows the Rob Roscoff decks, they know what's underneath that battery. Also, the first tattoo I ever got was the Screaming Hand, so I'm gonna put that on that deck somewhere too. And I'm probably going to do clear grip tape on this so I can see everything that's on top. That's just how we rolled back in the day. So first let's look at the Revel Snugs. I know a lot of people are interested in these. Like if you're riding in any kind of a urban landscape or semi-all-terrain, rocks, pebbles, compacted dirt, this type of wheel is really, for me anyways, way better than urethane. You're gonna get more grip to it. Also because it's got the holes, we'll just open it up and show you. Oh, look at that. Because they've got these holes in them, they're more pliable and just flexible. Got some nice tread to it. So whereas urethane has no tread to them, this should definitely help out with grip and stuff. And they've got aluminum hubs inside of these. Now these red ones here, this is a colorway that they decided not to go with. And apparently these are blems. You can see there's a couple little nicks on this red anodizing or paint or whatever it is. So they're selling them as blems. Now, rubber wheels like this, they usually go for 150, 200 bucks. I think they have these on the site right now for $75, $80, something like that. Now they did include these with this package for me, so I really appreciate that. That's what I'm gonna use. And it says over here on the side, why Revel Snugs? Well, they're more comfortable, better vibration dampening and shock absorption than urethane, reliable and versatile rugged aluminum alloy wheel core, compatible with standard ABEC clone adapters, maintenance free, no punctures, flats, air leakage, or uneven air pressure between wheels, and they're quiet. Rubber compound reduces road noise to a minimum. So there we go. A little quick backstory on Revel. I've been interested in them for a while. We started talking on social media and I found out that they're actually from my hometown. I grew up in Mira Mesa in San Diego, and that's where they are. They're like, I guess, I don't know, blocks away from the school that I went to, the elementary school. So that's really cool. I always love to support companies that come from San Diego. And San Diego is a skate hub, man. Growing up in San Diego, I went to a lot of skate parks there. Del Mar Skate Ranch. The one that I went to the most was Oasis Skateboard Park, and I was just watching the Tony Hawk documentary on HBO, Until the Wheels Fall Off, and he was talking about going to Oasis. And dude, he was going there at the same time as I was. 1978 is what they showed on the screen there. Who knows? I might have even skated with Tony Hawk. I don't know. So here is the box for the Revel Kit, high performance bolt-on electric skateboard. So whereas with other skateboards, you got to buy what they have, whatever the setup is that they have. You could do that and you could take the stuff off of it and put it on another board, but typically they've got them wired under the grip tape and all that kind of stuff. Not with this. Everything is self-contained inside this box. So let's go ahead and open her up. It says here on the side, the road is your playground. Revel, welcome to the club. So right on top, we've got the user guide for the Revel Kit. I did peruse this real briefly. Some nice thick cardstock here, and they go over everything with bolting it on. All of the parts, so inside here you've got the kit, you've got the front truck, battery, charging dock, front truck shock pad, remote charging cable, remote, charging adapter, there's a skate tool in here, orangutan wheel adapters, and ABEC wheel adapters, as well as hardware. Now the remote for this board is somewhat unique and apparently somewhat controversial because it's instead of the thumb wheel where you pull down on the thumb wheel, it's got this kind of slide thing on it. I've not used one yet, so I think that'll be interesting. Of course, they go over the remote and everything in here. Now they do have a 4-wheel drive kit. If you wanted to get that, it would be basically 2 drive kits on there, and you can switch between that. You can tell it what wheel diameter you're using and all of that kind of stuff. Even your braking level, which is good. So yeah, it looks like it's a pretty simple situation. Only 8 pages on here, and half of that is tips and things like that. Okay, you ready? Underneath that, there we go. So charging block, this one looks familiar. I've seen charging blocks like this for e-skates before. The output on this one is 2 amp. So it's not a fast charger, and I think they might have a fast charger available as well. We've got trucks over here. These are the front trucks, 11 inches wide on these trucks. Urethane wheels, 78A, 90 millimeter on these wheels. They look like nice wheels, and they're actually, they're somewhat soft. So I don't know, I might try it with these wheels first and then go to the rubber wheels. I'm just gonna put this back in here because like I say, I'm not gonna be able to build it today. Barely able to stand here and pull this stuff out of here. Okay, yeah, so under here, we've got your orangutan adapters. Now, because these are direct drive, there is no pulleys. These are just adapters. Got some hardware. Another orangutan adapter over there. Okay, this is the front truck dampening pad or riser. I looked at the manual, but I haven't looked at any of this other stuff yet. And then what you might call the star of the show. Yeah, here. And this sucker right here is not a lightweight piece. Also 11 inches for the width of the drive, I guess we'll call that. And these are the motors. So on a belt drive, these motors would be hanging off the back of the board with belts going to the pulleys that would be on the wheels. In this case, they're directly attached to the wheels, as opposed to a hub motor. If you had a hub motor, it's basically a sleeve over the motor, and you can't put whatever wheels you want on it. So this is nice because you're going to get all the benefits of a belt drive with those more powerful motors and with being able to put whatever wheels you want on it, as long as they're ABEC or orangutan. But you don't have to worry about belt tension and belts breaking and all that kind of stuff. So that is pretty cool. This will be my first direct drive. Now this is a rubber seal that's all around this part of it, and that's going to attach to the board right there. You can see where that's going to be. Now this is what I'm kind of curious about though. Can you put risers under the back? And I'm not quite sure if you can. Put some specs up on the screen right now for these motors. So that's pretty nice because you're going to have all that power and the ability to change out all of your stuff in one handy package. Now I'll talk about that more when I do the assembly and ride video where I can give you some feedback on that. But you notice the battery's not on here. The battery actually just slides on here like a dock, so that's pretty cool. That's what it looks like from the side right there. There's a power button right there, and this is where you're going to plug it in to charge it. And it's all nice and sealed off. Okay, and then underneath here is the battery. So that is your battery right there. 6,000 milliamp hours on this. This is the extended range battery. If I'm going to be using those rubber wheels, an extended range battery is a good idea. Basically, the way I understand this is this just slides on like that. And there we go. Look at that. Yeah, I'm liking that. And it has a latch that's right here. Let's see if it turns on. Right there. Now it doesn't have the remote attached to it, so that's why it's blinking like that. And then to take it off of here, basically it's supposed to be it's probably a lot easier if it's on the board. You push that down. And yeah, the battery should be on there very secure. You don't want this thing popping off of here. There we go. While you're riding or something. Very nice. I dig it. Okay, there's the rest of the stuff here. So got a USB, a skate tool. Well, this is a tool. I'm going to guess for assembling it. And a power cable. And this dock right here, this dock is what you're going to use to charge it. Basically, this is going to go like that. There we go. So this plugs in, and well, I guess you can charge it when it's on the board, or you can just plug it in like that, which is pretty cool because if you have multiple batteries, you don't have to plug them into the board to charge them. A standard T-tool, skate tool, and the remote. Okay, I'm going to have to kind of study up on how to use this, but there you go, turn it on. It's not connected to the board right now. But basically, it's just okay, so there we go. So it's just like having the wheel on it on the side, but it's right here in the front. And it's spring-loaded, so you pull back to brake, forward to go, and it's got a good springiness to it. There we go. Pretty cool. All right, so yeah, I'm going to have to charge this up and everything, but it's just like any other standard remote when it comes to the display and I'm sure operation of it, aside from that. Only thing I see right off the bat is with the screen being down below, if I'm like this, I won't be able to see it unless I kind of move my hand out of the way. But hey, I like to try different things, so I'm looking forward to it. And there's where you plug that in to charge it. So like I said, this video is more about discovery and all of that. You know, I'm just getting this. And since my back is busted, I figured I might as well go ahead and take it out and take a look at it and show you. So that's what that is going to look like on here. Let's see. So that's about where it's going to sit. So like I said, it's going to cover up most of his mouth, but we'll still be able to see his eyes and all that. Front trucks will be up here, and we just got to be able to slide that battery off there. I think I'll be able to slide it off of there. We'll see. I got to tell you, though, I am really looking forward to getting this thing assembled and riding it, and the anticipation was killing me. I had to take this thing out of the box and check it all out. So yeah, this is really cool. I'm very excited about it. And what's great is that if after a while I ride it on this Rob Roscop deck, and I go, yeah, maybe I want to put it on a longboard. I could just get another deck, stick it on there, and good to go. Hopefully it won't take too long to heal my back, so we'll have the video up very soon for you on that. I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Very humbling to me. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. If you click both of those, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos, including the next one on the Revel board. That's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.